Hey everybody, today I just wanted to share a tool with everyone. What this is a Bitly API in LabVIEW. So if you don't know what Bitly is, this is a way that you can basically take a URL and basically shorten it to a Bitly URL, which is just a few characters. You can take really long URLs, shorten them this way. You also can use it to create like temporary URLs. So if you want to create one that's maybe only accessible for 2 weeks or something like that, you can do something like that. So and this also supports QR codes. So if you want to generate a QR code for that URL as well, you can. So if you're going to want to use this, first thing you're going to want to do is go to the Bitly website and make an account. So what I'm going to show here, everything you can do with the free account. So there is a free account. If you're interested, there are paid accounts as well. If you use the free account, you're limited. So I believe you can do 5 URLs a month for free, and you can generate 2 QR codes a month for free. Which if you need more than that, there are some paid accounts you can use. Also, if you go to the paid accounts, you can start accessing some other features of the API, which allow you to do things like see how many times your URL has been clicked on, what countries are the people that are clicking on these URLs, where do they reside. So like you can get some more statistics. The free version allows you to create, delete, update, read, stuff like that. And you're limited, like I said, to 5 URLs a month and 2 QR codes. But yeah, so once you've got an account made, you'll also want to issue yourself an access token. So that's going to be required. So there's this initialize function, which basically just constructs the class. You will have to pass in your access token. And it also wants like a group GUI ID. This is actually optional in the init. You do have to use the access token for everything, so you will have to have that. If you do not know your group GUI ID, I'll show you. I have a function which will actually automatically retrieve that for you. So yeah, when you're using this, you'll want to use the initialize function first. And then in the methods, I have a few different things. So if you go to bitlinks, obviously there's a shorten URL. You can retrieve the bit link, you can expand the bit link, you can delete the bit link, and you can also get the number of clicks on the bit link. And all of these are just basic HTTP using the REST API. So I've kind of mapped the functions, the headers, all that stuff. So you kind of just have, and the JSON parsing for the responses and everything. So you basically just drag and drop this, and yeah, just pass in your URL and you'll get the results out. So pretty simple. For groups, this is how we're actually retrieving the group GUI ID. So if you don't know yours, you can just run this, and this is basically going to pull your groups, and it's going to go search all of that JSON to try to find the GUI ID. And then it will include that in the class private data. So in your subsequent request, it's automatically included. So there's that. For QR codes, setups, you can create QR codes, and you can retrieve information about those QR codes later. For user, I just have this get platform limits, which basically just checks, per your account, what are the limits of things you can do, and where do you currently stand in terms of usage, right? So if you're not sure how many URLs you've shortened or how many times you've made requests to all of these different REST endpoints, it will show you basically what the limit is and how many you've done, so you can kind of get that details. And then I do have just this properties that just allows you to read the latest response information. So every time you're making a request, it's storing the headers and the body and the class private data, so you can then pull out the latest if you want to. So yeah, let me show you a little demo of this working. So I just have this simple test API. So this is really all you need to shorten a URL. Is you'll use the initialize function. Here I'm getting the GUI ID. Now, if you know that, you don't even need that function. You can just wire it in here. Here's my access token. I just have it hidden. And then this short URL. So I'm passing in a URL to wherever. This is actually a really short one, but it can be whatever you want it to be. And this is going to generate the URL, my Bitly URL, and it's going to output the creation details. And we're also going to take the link and then open it up in browser. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's run this. And yeah, there we go. So you can see it pulled up my Bitly link. Take just a second. And there's our website. So yeah, able to pass in a URL, and it was able to convert that to a Bitly link. I can then just share this Bitly link with whoever, and they can access that URL through that. And I can decide when I want to delete this link, if I want to update it, if I want to change things about it, all of that stuff. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. And yeah, like I said, this is all open source. So if you want to take this, play with it, do whatever you want with it. The source code you can download from my GitLab, and the link to this repository specifically is in the description of the video. So you can take it, do what you want with it. But yeah, I've got it all working, so you can, yeah, like I said, shorten URLs. I can also take this ID here, and if I wanted to, I could, create a QR code. Yeah, with that BitLink ID. I can define the color of the QR code, stuff like that. So that way I can, basically create links to different web pages, and also, through QR codes or through Bitly links. So, and you can do all of this with LabVIEW. And pretty much all these functions are kind of just drag and drop. You just need to use the initialize function and then whatever function you want to use after that. So, thank you guys for watching.
Canon Controls is your gateway to mastering LabVIEW. Dive into programming for data acquisition, industrial communications, and manufacturing automation. Explore how to enhance your projects with cybersecurity best practices. Join the journey to elevate your skills and secure your systems with every episode.